you're gonna see a big failure. And you know what? Failure is the key to success, because you can't be the greatest without failure. And that pissed me off a little bit, so I'm a little aggravated. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I'm gonna attempt something here. So let me give you a backstory. I gotta turn lights on for this. Since it is winter time and it is cold out and everything is nice and frozen, and we have our historic we have a historic shop basically somewhere along the line, and I think it's like old school, like plumbing, like water plumbing, old school plumbing. Our water line over the weekend, this is a little bit ago, busted, and it froze, and there was water, frozen ice, solid. Our parking lot, everything was just ice. It was no good. And we as in Doug and I, mostly Doug, came up with a new idea of, let's just eliminate all the old water line and we'll just make a new water line, because obviously we do countertops and tables, and our whole Bellattex line needs water outside. So we had 2 spigots outside. Year prior, the one spigot blew up, so we had to eliminate that. This year, the whole thing, it's just, we're getting sick of dealing with old water line that isn't done correctly. I have a deadline of, I think it's like January or February 8th. February 8th. And that's this Friday. So I have to pour a lot of countertops I have to pour test samples. We're trying something new. I have to pour test samples by this Friday, and I'm sitting here and I got to pour out there, and we obviously the countertops and tables don't take like a truck of concrete. You wouldn't order a truck of concrete, so we use our own mix, make our own mix with specialized rock, specialized cement, specialized additives, and make our own mix for the countertops. That's what makes them guaranteed to not crack, is because we make it, so we can guarantee it. And to make it, you need water, because that's a part of a mix of concrete. So now I'm sitting here with this predicament of, I no longer have water out there in the shop, and the only water is the sink. So what I'm going to try to do here is, I just came up with a new idea. Alright, so what basically happened in that last video is I apparently grabbed the only f***ing bucket in the whole place that is cracked and not usable, and I just made a big old f***ing mess in the shop, because guess what? The bucket had a hole in the bottom, like a little, it was just not even a hole, it's a little crack in the bottom, and was non-usable. And so that's why in the last, you're gonna see a big failure. And you know what? Failure is the key to success, because you can't be the greatest without failure. And that pissed me off a little bit, so I'm a little aggravated, because I don't know why in the hell we would have a bucket that is cracked at the bottom. So now I am this bucket is holding water, so I'm gonna take this bucket and I'm gonna swoosh it out, and we're gonna have a part 2 to this. And hopefully it goes a little bit better than the part 1. So, cool. Okay. My water trick worked. As you can see, I'm smart, but I still have work to do. I've got to pour it here. Let me at least show you what's going on. So we have a test subject. Before we use a product, the old method is we use a product such as this white product right here, and we use it on all 4 sides, including, I guess it'd be 5 sides, including the bottom. So, no, this is not a real, yes, it is real. What I'm doing is real, but no, this is not one of our, like, products that we sell online, unless you would want this exact thing and you told us you wanted this exact thing. This is not something you would get. This is small, maybe good for a nightstand if you wanted it, but this is odd. I took this scrap bottom and made sides to it, and I put it together. And what the test subject is this red material here, which is a, I don't want to say a laminate, but it feels like a laminate with somewhat of like a cardboard backing. And the problem that I'm occurring right now is, so when you pour on this white stuff, every time you pour on the white, it is no good after the pour. So it scratches it. It's too hard to clean. Whenever you clean it, it scratches. It's very fragile stuff here. This is very fragile. So what we are trying to do here at Ortmann Concrete is make it more efficient to pour. And efficiency is not having to go buy more of this product for every pour, because we don't have a very, very big storage. So what we're going to try to do here is use this red product here that we have silicone to the white stuff, and in hopes that this stuff is durable. I mean, this right here is, I mean, I can scratch it and the scratches wipe right back off, right? So that white stuff, if I was to take my nail and scratch it, it would leave a scratch that would never come out. And that's why we like the white stuff, is because it is so, it's unique and it's nice, and most nice things are fragile, right? This stuff right here has the same grit as the white product that we use without the fragileness. So in reality, if all things go right, this red stuff should be able to pour, have the same texture, the same quality, and the same product as all of our Bellattex tables, countertops, and everything, but with reusability. All right, I've made our mix. Took me a minute because I had to go track down all the things. I'm gonna put this in here, put this in here, and hopefully this new test of this new product will work good. All right, well, I'm gonna do that so you guys can watch me. All right, so I got the concrete in here. I think we're gonna have enough because we're piled up in the middle. So, yep, we got the concrete down. I'm gonna lay it out, vibrate it, and go from there. so we're almost done with our test piece. Hard part's done. Now it's all easy part. And then we're gonna be 1 out of 5. Go Chiefs, by the way. Evan, if you're watching. Chiefs all the way, baby. Got it in there, got it vibrated, got it all nice and neat. So it's normally what you do is you'd go and do something else right now, and you come back with a trowel. If this was going to be a customer's, you come back with a trowel later when it sets up a little bit, and you would kind of get the bottom slick, just so like if people are under it and they try to grab underneath it, it doesn't like grab fingers or prick anything. It's just nice and smooth underneath. Yeah, so that's how you pour any size, really, any size. I know this is small, so it makes me look like a liar, but really any size. Top, counter, table, footrest, bar stool, anything. This is how you pour it if you're gonna do it. But the one thing that you guys don't have is my mix. So good luck with you guaranteeing that it's not gonna crack.